Just walking through the dank castle playing Super Mario Land or something. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I've been working here since 2018, and I've really enjoyed working here. Ever since that big snowstorm we had. I started the week after that. I've got my master's in library science. It's been something I've been working towards for a while, but I was really excited to get to work in Beaufort County libraries. I'm a big nonfiction reader. In fact, one of the things that got me really interested in books again were some of these long history books, trying to wrap up as much history as possible. So, and from a weird perspective, like I was just telling someone today about the history of salt, which is actually a lot more engaged than you'd think it'd be, just because of how vital salt is as something, everybody's got to have a little bit of salt in their diet. This was a gift I got back in 2002. I don't know if the camera can see it. Here we go. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. This was given to me by an elementary teacher as part of the AP reading program, and this is just such a fantastic copy of this book, and just the sci-fi and the technical aspects of it just really ignited my imagination. A little note from the teacher that says, "To Andrew, have a great summer, Jan Roger, 2002. But like this book and sci-fi books like it are what really got me interested in reading. Against the Grain, all about how we started farming. Some of the stories we tell about history don't seem to add up, but I don't want to get too deep into it. Just another one of these big history books. Probably the funniest thing I've had to do is play the conductor for the Polar Express. Had to make this hat myself. We do readings of the Polar Express for Christmas every year. So I dress up in my best conductor outfit, and we serve hot chocolate for the kids, and it's great. I love it. And yeah, I had to make this out of like cardboard. This was a Blue Apron box at one point. But no, I love doing that, and I don't know if we'll get to do it this year, but we'll be ready to do it whenever it's time to do it again. Probably the Harry Potter world. You got one of two options here. In one case, your life is not changed in the slightest. You don't have to worry about getting eaten by dragons, anything like that. Or you live in a world of like unparalleled convenience because you can just wave your magic wand and, oh, look, breakfast is made. Oh, the bed's made, yay. Also, I do kind of want to be in Harry Potter because I want to be the one kid who brings in a Game Boy into Hogwarts. Like, that book happens in the 90s. Like, why does nobody have like a pocket calculator or anything in those books? Just walking through the dank castle playing Super Mario Land or something. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I wouldn't say this defines my personality, but based on what I've been talking about and what I love talking about, Larry Gonick's stuff, especially the cartoon history of the world, because again, it's one of those books that kind of puts so much history into perspective that it does kind of change your perspective, but it's also got a bunch of neat little factoids, things that you would never think about taking a look at. Like, for example, this one starts out talking about Cerro del Potosi, which we've all heard of El Dorado, like the city of gold. Like, you're going to find it, boom, you're instantly rich. Of course, El Dorado doesn't exist, but there is a mountain full of silver, and that funded all these different expeditions. And books like this that have lots of little factoids. My love of history and trying to have a little bit bigger perspective than myself. The last book I recommended to somebody that was a big success was Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Love those books. So if you haven't read anything by Douglas Adams, those are fantastic. Just full of that dry British humor and again, a very different perspective on things. Also, I'd recommend How to Invent Everything, a how-to guide for the lost time traveler. It's a nonfiction book, so it does give good information, but it's written by a comedian, Ryan North. It's written from the perspective of like, oh, your time machine broke down and your phone is almost dead. Here's how we can fix that. Just the ability to help people out in what they're looking for and seeing what they're interested in and being able to share what I'm interested in is an ideal place for me. Well, that's what we're here for, teach somebody something new every day. My name is Andrew Newell and I work with the St. Helena Branch.